You're listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional. Today's topic, Scott Answers Part 1. I should have died, Scott recalls. He was 27 years old and working on a race car when it exploded. The eruption was so violent that he lost his arm. Looking back, he gratefully acknowledges, God was watching over me that day. Scott learned about the Lord early on in his life. Each week, a school bus dropped by his home to take him to Sunday school. It was a good babysitting source for his parents and kept him busy and out of trouble. I learned about Jesus, but didn't really have a conversion experience, he explains. I've always known him, but I haven't always been a very good servant of Jesus. After Scott's brush with death, he began attending a charismatic church and helped with the music ministry. He played drums and was an important part of the church band for 10 years. But there was always something missing, he admits. I wasn't growing spiritually. During the last 5 years he attended this church, people began muttering nonsense and speaking in tongues. Several members told me that because I didn't speak in tongues, I must not have received the Holy Spirit, he shares. All the same, Scott felt that something wasn't right with this church. When a new building was erected, many members left, including several friends from the church band. Then the main pastor had a stroke. As several other troubles occurred, Scott soon found himself starting to question the teachings of the church. What about the Sabbath? The Holy Spirit kept impressing his mind with that question over and over, like ringing in his ears. What about the Sabbath? So he decided to ask his pastor, what about the Sabbath? The pastor explained that Jesus was the Sabbath now and that we didn't need to keep the seventh day since the Lord gave us the first day of the week. These answers didn't satisfy Scott. Concerned about what he was being taught from the pulpit, Scott met with the pastor to talk about what he was learning. He even explained how Constantine changed the Sabbath worship day to Sunday to please the pagans in his empire. Still, after an hour of discussion, Scott wasn't getting answers that made sense. Think of a time you were traveling and came to a dead end. What did you do? God will help you when you hit spiritual dead ends. Our key Bible text today comes from Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 17. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Thank you for listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional.